You know, humor makes you resilient. I don't know who that guy is on the other end of the phone, but he is a moron. And she is a moron for loving him.
This outfit, guys, this is not the outfit of a guy who's on the prowl. Like, I just go to the Gap and I'm like, yeah, what's on that mannequin there? I'll take that. That's fine, wrap it up.
So she was sitting up there trying to be a polished politician. And he was sitting up there like your drunk ass uncle at a cookout.
The first time I knew I could make people laugh, I was in 5th grade. His first day of school, the teacher had us all introduce ourselves. So I stood up and I said, my name's Deece Casillas, and I'm an alcoholic.
So I think there's a lot of funny people, but it's like, is it the need for attention, you know? I think maybe I needed the attention in 4th grade.
For people who do comedy, it's cathartic. Being on stage and having that rush, you know, your words are making them laugh uncontrollably. That's probably the most rewarding thing. A lot of people in Spokane comedy aren't from here. A lot of diversity in the Spokane comedy scene, I think. It's more even-keeled. You can get away with more.
Jesus fed thousands with 7 fish and loaves of bread on the first of the month when he got his EBT card.
It is a smaller scene here, so it sort of it forces integration, which I think is nice.
You know, just being around comedians and watching shows, that's like the one thing kind of makes me happy.
Do you think that the highs of comedy, though, make the lows lower?
Yeah, oh my God, yeah. Because, man, you'll come off a run where you just packed out 5 shows with 200 people, and then the next week you're in a bar where there's 10 people, and it's like, what the hell am I doing?
What started me into comedy was a lot of kind of depression and anxiety and just personal pain from a divorce. I was miserable, I was depressed, I was angry, and so it was kind of a therapy for me. I mean, it was catharsis.
Oh, we have to hug after you tell us that story?
Because I was getting out of the military. I was diagnosed with lupus, and they were like, we don't know what's gonna happen to you. You might die a month from now. We don't know what might happen. You might not have kidneys. So I started doing comedy.
And I wanted to be, you know, high-minded and intelligent and not just fart jokes. And I wanted to make a difference in the world. And I was smart enough to do it, and I could write the material that would do it. I just have to put the work in. And then the back of my mind is like, you're not really gonna put the work in.
It's a hard road. I mean, I have a lot of friends that went down to LA to be in production or to be actors. Whenever I'm like, yeah, now I'm doing stand-up, they're like, dude, that's hard.
I can work in the office and make like 10 times more money. Good God, I could make way more money. But
Are they hiring? Is that office hiring? We'll talk about office. I spent close to 20 years almost doing sales and things also, but dealing with people on a day-to-day basis. Just wanted to be out of that grind of doing that where all you're just stuck.
You know your car is a piece of shit when the mechanic comes up to you and goes, hey, do you like this car? Because we might have to take it behind the barn.
I used to talk about, like, you know, like the blues. Like, the blues are amazing, but if they were happy, nobody would have cared. It would have been awful music. You know, nobody wants to hear a song about, you know, got a good job, everything's pretty much okay. You know, it's that suffering and the pain that creates art. So that, to me, I mean, it sucks that I'm not doing comedy anymore, but it's great that I'm not in that place anymore too.
And I look up and I notice the aisle is labeled Meals for One. And I'm like, thanks, Safeway. I was having a pretty good day until you reminded me I'm gonna die alone.
Spokane's in a great growth period. When I first moved here, there was virtually no comedy in Spokane.
For a lot of times, it was the same people telling the same jokes over and over, and so it's not that way anymore around here. There's so much creativity and, again, just fire in the scene, and it's amazing to see it.
I really don't like getting physicals. I think mainly it's just the idea of someone putting on rubber gloves before they have to touch me that makes me feel self-conscious.
It's pure art to me. It's the only art form to me where you don't need anything but you.
First of all, the ability to get up there and like lay yourself out there. It is one person against sometimes 3 people in an audience, sometimes 300.
You know what? If I did comedy just a little bit more, 3 weeks out of the month, I'm on the road making, decent money. But I was never like famous, I was never like on comedy special and stuff like that, I'd be happy.
I hope my sons do not have the comedy gene. I hope they just want to stay in one place and have stability and not have whatever sad need for attention that stand-up comedy is.
It's like when a kid wants to go to the moon, like an astronaut. It's a stupid idea. It's a really stupid idea. But if you get to the moon, you're doing something most people wouldn't even start the journey on. So if you can get there, it's worth it.